Hi, my name's Ange States. I'm a marathoner and a fitness instructor living in St. John's. Now, this is 100% an unpopular opinion, but I do think that running in the winter is sometimes the best time of year to get out for a run. I know it can be super intimidating to run outside in the winter. It's cold, it's snowy, but I promise with the right tips and the right gear, it's a lot easier and way more fun than it sounds. So, how do you actually get started? Well, first things first, let's talk layers. Have you heard that saying, there's no bad weather, only bad clothing? Well, that is very true when it comes to running outside in the winter. So I start with long pants, 10 out of 10 recommend fleece-lined ones. And next, pick out a long sleeve base layer. It doesn't need to be anything too thick, just something that goes to waist length. Now for the most important step, tuck your shirt into your pants. Temporarily, you are going to look the least cool you've ever looked in your life, but trust me, this is so important. When you actually start running, your clothing will move up and down, and there is truly nothing worse than freezing cold air hitting your stomach and lower back during a run. Now the next step is accessories. Winter season is buff season. A buff is kind of like a tube scarf that's stretchy and warm, and these are super versatile. It's really important to keep your neck and ears warm during a run, and buffs are great for covering both. Up next, we have our jacket. It's good to find a thicker one that protects against wind and is water resistant. Layer that over your long sleeve and you're almost good to go. Now, what do we do with our hands? I cannot tell you how many times I've made the mistake of telling myself I don't need mittens or gloves on a run because surely my hands are going to warm up. Yeah, they do not. Your fingers will stay cold the entire time. So please learn from my mistakes and wear mittens or gloves. Up next, to make sure we start out on the right foot, we have footwear. A lot of people wonder if they should wear winter boots outside running in the snow, and the answer is no. Boots aren't made for running. Yes, they do keep your feet warm and they have good grip in snow, but they don't offer the proper support you need for an outdoor run. Wearing your regular running shoes is totally fine for an outdoor run in the winter. Just pick a path that's plowed and slow down in snowy patches. If you're like me though and you want a little more grip in the snow, you can get little cleats that actually slip on over your shoes. They're really easy to put on, and they have small spikes that dig into the snow and ice, so it gives you a little bit more grip when you're running. I will warn you though, if you run in the pavement with these on and not in the snow, you will sound like a horse galloping. Okay, so you've got your clothing, you've got your shoes, but where do we actually find the motivation to start the run? Well, here are 3 things that you can do to get yourself up and outside for a run in the winter months. Number 1, set yourself up for success. A little RDF is not bad, and honestly, it's to be expected where we live. But don't go outside for a run in the pouring rain or a blizzard in the winter. Instead, dress warm and pick a day that's relatively clear. Number 2, do a warm-up inside. Doing a warm-up helps prevent injury. Plus, if you do it inside during the winter, it gets your body temperature up before you actually have to go outside into the cold. And number 3, run with other people. Regardless of the temperature, running with other people is always more fun. But it's also nice to have that support. So in the winter, I love running with friends or my run club at least once a week. We always finish at a coffee shop and have warm hot chocolates and coffees after the run. And that's it. Now you're ready for your next winter run.